What's up, Ghostbusters? Today we're going to be going over the Frozen Empire bumper upgrade, the thong bumper, the Elsa Frozen Pack yellow bumper, whatever you'd like to call it, that's what we're going to be going over, so let's jump right into it. At the time of this publication, no one has made a Haslab specific bumper, so we're going to be using Quentin Machiels Q-Pack files, which he so generously donates to the community. I oriented this facing up on my printer, which is a lot of wasted plastic, but requires a lot less finishing work as far as I'm concerned. Once that is printed, we're gonna hit that with a pass from the electric sander and then a pass from a coarse sanding block, which helps me get into the smaller areas. Next, we're gonna coat it with some UV resin, followed by hitting it with a UV curing light and leaving this to settle overnight. I find that the piece is still sticky even after curing, so I hit it with an isopropyl alcohol and then I give it a quick rub down. I do a once over with a medium sanding block and then I give it its first coat of primer. The primer really brings out the imperfections, so I know just where to focus on when I start wet sanding. After a 220 wet sand, it's looking pretty good and I do another primer coat. Next is a 400 wet sand and I think we're pretty much ready for paint. The best thing about making Ghostbusters props is they're supposed to look battle, weathered, and damaged, so you don't have to do much finishing work, not as much as you would for, like, say, an Iron Man suit. So first up is a metallic silver. Since I'm going for the battle damage look to my pack, let's start the weathering process. So this is the liquid latex process, where you generally paint multiple coats of paint with liquid latex in between, and then removing the liquid latex, revealing the battle damage. I'm brushing on liquid latex where the bumper would naturally have scuffs or scrapes and trying to envision the areas where the paint would rub off. Next up is a coat of matte black all over, and then going over the areas where I already laid down the liquid latex. For this part, you're making the scuffs slightly larger, so you'll see the black paint and the silver paint like the pieces have been scuffed down to the metal. Now it's time for the yellow. I went with the sunburst yellow that looked pretty close to what I saw in the trailer. And now let's see all the weathering come to life by peeling off the liquid latex with your finger. You can see how that second layer of liquid latex between the coats really brings it to life. It still looks way too clean, so we're gonna hit this with a black acrylic paint wash, which is just watered down acrylic paint, brushed on, and then wiped off. I end up using the bumper sticker from the Haslab 84 sticker pack, weathered that up, and we're good to go. For the bumper ears and spacer, I use the Thingiverse files from user JLE2199. I'll leave that link down below. The Thingiverse ear will need some slight sanding to get it to fit. After a couple of passes, it fit perfectly. I only end up using the Thingiverse bumper ear for the right side. The left side just wasn't fitting properly, but then I tried using the stock Haslab ear and it worked perfectly. For the hardware, I use these machine screws, 832 and a 1/2 inch length, as well as the corresponding washers. I wasn't entirely sold on the stubby shock mount, so I just went ahead and used the stock one from the Haslab pack. Surprisingly enough, everything fit and we are in business. And that's pretty much it. There you have a yellow thong Elsa Frozen Pack bumper. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you'd like to see more pack upgrades. I did quite a few of these on this pack, and maybe I'll do a few more. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys. Was I in focus the whole time?